I'm here sui juris in propria persona. I reserve all rights. I, Jonathan hyphen Troy Faithfully Colin Schuster, comma beneficiary and sovereign, and here under fraud, menace, and duress.
Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. This one was recommended by several viewers and features a familiar sovereign citizen figure from Washington, Jonathan Schuster, who I've covered before on this channel. He previously claimed to be an American Samoan, which he believed made him an American national and exempt from certain laws. However, regardless of those claims or prepared scripts, United States laws still apply to American nationals. I've already gone over his arraignment, and today we have 2 additional court hearings to break down. So with that said, let's get started.
You are now a real party and interest to. I'm here sui juris in propria persona. I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, and I don't understand. So I do need some questions answered. Is there a bond on this matter?
I believe you were PR. Actually, bail was set at $2,000.
There is a bond on this matter, correct?
Yes, there is.
Okay, and so is my social security number attached to these charges in any way?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
I don't have any record of your social security number. So as far as I know, I don't know your social security number.
No, I'm saying, is my social security number attached to these charges in any way?
Only in the extent that it's connected to your driving history.
So is that a yes or a no?
In some way, shape, or form, your social security number is in the system with records on you. That is true.
Okay, so you just told me there was a bond, which means this is commercial court.
It's not commercial.
Now you're saying that my social security number is attached to these charges. And so, which means this is a case trust action, which you are a real party in interest to. And I just told you I was the beneficiary. You're supposed to be charging the trust. You're not charging the beneficiary. And if you're creating bonds against my trust without my permission, I don't understand. Are you...
Well, that really depends on whether you're willing to explain to the informed audience what a so-called fraud trust actually is. I understand that legal terminology can be confusing, but that was made clear in the previous video. In that video, you also incorrectly claimed that the judge was acting from the bench instead of applying established law. Statements like that only add to the misunderstanding of how the court system actually works. If we're going to have this discussion, it should be based on accurate legal concepts and facts.
For somebody that is, practicing bench from the law.
But let's be honest, you clearly prepared a script and relied heavily on it during your presentation. If that's the case, the least you could have done was make sure the terminology you used actually exists in real legal practice. Using made-up or incorrect phrases only weakens your argument. It gives the impression that the focus was more on performance than accuracy. A little fact-checking would have gone a long way here.
This matter cannot move until you've proven jurisdiction, and you failed to do so. And if you cannot prove jurisdiction, then this matter needs to be dismissed with prejudice, because this is a commercial matter. I'm a non-U.S. citizen American national by way of American Samoa. I'm beneficiary. I am here sui juris in propria persona, and we cannot move any further on this matter until this is either dismissed with prejudice or you can prove jurisdiction.
So what would you like to do with your case? I assume, Mr. Parent, that you are not representing?
So the man cannot speak for me.
He's not speaking for you, but I am asking him a direct question, so I need you to let him answer.
Okay.
Yes, so the court did appoint us on this matter, but it sounds like he does not want my office to represent him, so I'm happy to withdraw.
You can dismiss yourself.
So would you like to represent yourself in the matter, Mr. Schuster?
Please do not tell me to shut up. You can dismiss yourself.
So he can't dismiss himself, only I can dismiss him. I'm asking you if you wish to have an attorney or if you wish to represent yourself.
This is a trust or case trust action. And so I'm here sui juris in propria persona. You know what that means. And so we can prove...
I don't know what it means because it's nonsense, but nonetheless...
Prove jurisdiction, or we can dismiss this matter with prejudice.
So I'm not going to do that today. Here are your choices. You can have Mr. Parent represent you. You can choose to obtain private counsel, or you can represent yourself. Let's start there. Which of those three?
Nobody's going to represent me. I can present myself. As I said,
So you wish to go pro se? I don't need you to read the script. I need you to tell me if you wish to go pro se.
I told you, I'm here sui juris in propria persona.
Ms. Roberts, are you there?
Yes, Judge.
My inclination is to set this matter over and see if Mr. Schuster wants to give it another shot with his attorney or go pro se. It looks like this is the first pretrial. I suspect he's not prepared to set for trial today.
What is the first one? There's no plead.
Okay, I'm not speaking to you, so you're going to have to wait. I'm speaking to Ms. Roberts.
I mean,
Judge, I would ask that we set this matter over 1 week.
Okay. Do you want to come back to court in 1 week and try again?
we can finish this matter now.
We
There's
can't.
no need to
We
move
can't.
this any further because
So here's
it's
the
not
thing.
proven jurisdiction.
Here's the thing. It's not my position today to have to prove jurisdiction to you.
It is. It is your position because
It's
it is
not.
on the courts.
And I'm also not going to argue with you.
There's no
So
arguing.
I'm going to have you come back to court in 1 week.
There's nothing you can prove that you have jurisdiction. This man does not speak for me.
So we're going to come back to court on July
That
1st.
doesn't work. That date doesn't work
Why doesn't it work for you?
because I'm a man.
Easy there. Let's take a step back and lower the temperature for a moment. The court process will run its course, and there's no need to rush or panic. Everyone will have plenty of time once the hearing is finished. Getting through the proceedings calmly and respectfully is far more important than creating unnecessary tension. Let's focus on what actually matters and move forward from there.
With threats from your end, and I have no more time for this matter. And unless you can prove jurisdiction, there's no need for this matter to move any further.
But you're going to come back on July 1st at 9 a.m. If you don't come back on July 1st,
Are you
then
threatening me now?
I'm telling you there's going to be a bench warrant issued if you don't show
You're
up. So
threatening me now.
I'm giving you the choice of showing up
No,
or a
I'm
bench
giving
warrant
you the
issuing.
choice to finish this matter now or be responsible for your actions.
We'll set this for July 1st.
Would you like to be responsible for your actions and set this further? Because you can do that, or you can dismiss this matter with prejudice.
I'm not going to do that today. So July 1st, 9 a.m. Back in this courtroom.
Threatening me. Abigail, what's the reason for the threats, Abigail? You violated my rights enough.
We'll just hold Speedy for this
You
week, Ms.
violated my
Roberts.
rights enough. This matter needs to be dismissed with prejudice,
We'll see you back on July 1st.
or else what? You're going to threaten me?
Or else the court will issue a bench
So
warrant.
you're threatening me now, Abigail.
I am telling you your
I'm telling you
options.
this matter needs to be dismissed with prejudice because you cannot prove jurisdiction. This is a
Signature
separate
here.
trust action.
Signature here,
You're trying
please,
to
sir.
commit fraud.
Sir,
You're
Mr.
trying to
Schuster.
commit fraud. Miss,
So-
I'm speaking with Abigail.
You're done.
No,
you're done.
you can't tell me I'm done.
I
This
can.
is no, you don't have power to do that.
Your court case is over.
You don't have power to do that.
Sir, your hearing is over. If you don't take your paperwork and leave the courtroom, we'll have you remanded into custody.
You're threatening me now.
I'm
Even more
giving
so
you
than
a
you already
choice.
were. And if anybody tries to touch me, I'll charge them with assault and battery. So
All right, that brings us to the end of the first hearing. Fortunately for him, the session concluded without any additional incidents or accusations. However, his effort to have the case dismissed was unsuccessful. Despite claiming the court lacked jurisdiction, he found himself appearing before the same court again the very next day. That outcome speaks for itself and sets the stage for what comes next.
Schuster, 480525748.
for the record, this man.
Why don't you come up to council table, please, so we can create a record?
No, I don't want to give you any personal jurisdiction, so I'll stay right here.
No, you'll come to the council table if you would like to be heard and make a record. So you need to come up and turn on the microphone.
No, I don't need to do that for me to be heard.
We are audio recording, so to be heard, you need to come up to the table and sit with the microphone.
You don't have to. I don't have to come up there for you to hear me. You can hear me perfectly fine.
I can hear you, but we are creating a court record, which is audio recording.
Jurisdiction by doing what you said because you don't have jurisdiction over me. And so, for the record,
Mr. Schuster,
I reserve all rights.
I did put Mr. Parent as standby counsel. Right now, you don't represent yourself. You have standby counsel.
Appoint counsel to me
Well,
without my permission. He has no permission to be my counsel. I am here sui juris, appropriate persona. I, Jonathan Troy Somalia Colin Schuster, am here under fraud, menace, and duress. I've made a special appearance to this court for those reasons. I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, and you have not answered that challenge, Ms. Jennifer. And so I have some questions for you.
Well, right now,
To answer them?
I am not here to be interrogated by you. You are under the jurisdiction of this. I think you understand and you choose not to take in the information. Okay, well, Mr. Schuster.
I don't understand the nature and cause of what's going on. I don't understand how you can practice law from the bench. I don't understand how you can appoint counsel when I've told you over and over and over again that I am here sui juris appropriate persona. I'm here of my own right, in my proper person. He does not have my permission to represent me in any way.
Well, it doesn't sound like you know how to represent yourself either, which you would
represent myself.
Well, you would. Either you have counsel or you are acting pro se.
Myself. And so, like I have told you, I'm here sui juris appropriate persona. I have challenged the jurisdiction of this court. You have not answered that challenge. We cannot move any further until you've answered that challenge. Is this common law jurisdiction, or is this an admiralty maritime jurisdiction?
Either. So,
right.
Mr. Schuster, this is Carmen McDonald. I'm the prosecutor on this particular case. I think where we're at right now is you're being charged with an offense. I can barely hear you, which means the record that you're trying to make is not being picked up and not being recorded. So everything you're saying is not being preserved unless you go to the table up there near the microphone. So that's number one.
For the record,
if you would like,
step up so you can hear me better, and I will
being preserved.
I will speak louder so you can hear me. But I reserve all my rights, and I'm speaking much louder than anybody else prior to me has spoken.
Mr.
So
Schuster,
I just want to make sure the reporter can hear me.
You are making legal arguments. All right, you are making legal arguments. They should be preserved for the record, which means it needs to be picked up and recorded.
I will begin again so that the recorder can hear me.
You're not choosing to be silent. You're choosing to make a legal argument. So we need to have that on the record.
For the record, I reserve all rights.
You've made that.
I, Jonathan Troy Somalia Colin Schuster, have made a special appearance under fraud, menace, and duress. Fiduciary Jennifer. I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, which has not been answered. This is a Social Security Sestake trust action, which you are now a real party in interest to. This is a military admiralty jurisdiction under maritime law. However, you must realize that you have no such jurisdiction without also having a valid international contract in dispute. I am not aware of having entered in any international contracts, so I deny that any such contracts exist. Will you please instruct the prosecuting attorney to inform the court if there is such a contract? And if so, place it into evidence.
It's actually quite simple. When you choose to drive a vehicle on publicly funded roads, you are entering into a social contract with the city, county, and state. That understanding is supported not only by common law, but also by statutory law. It is further reinforced by multiple articles and amendments within the United States Constitution. One of the most relevant is the 10th Amendment, which affirms the powers reserved to the states. If someone truly does not wish to engage with government regulations, the only consistent option is to avoid participating in those public systems altogether.
I understand that the city's bringing up whether or not you're able to proceed in this matter. So whether or not you're able to understand the nature of the proceedings and be able to assist your attorney or to represent yourself, you have to be able to meet that threshold. And the fact that I think it's not that you don't understand, I think it's you choose not to understand and that you have someone giving you information that you are spewing in court. So you're simply off base, but I don't know that it's due to a mental defect
We cannot
that is
move
causing you
forward
to not be able to
to challenge my competency because I have challenged the jurisdiction of this court, and you have not
We're
proved
not dealing
jurisdiction.
in Social Security or contract
You
or
have to prove
maritime.
jurisdiction before we can move any further.
So that's just not how it works in this court, and I don't think
that's
you
how
have
it
the
works.
legal.
You must prove jurisdiction because I've challenged the jurisdiction. If you cannot prove jurisdiction, then I move to dismiss this matter with prejudice.
That's denied.
And so, Miss Jennifer, can you prove
I'm Judge Grant, so I'm going to
Jennifer,
have you.
can you establish the jurisdiction? Can you prove jurisdiction?
Ms. McDonald, I don't know that this is him not understanding.
I do not understand the nature or cause.
Well, he doesn't have legal training, so that I think is
That does
clear.
not matter.
Well,
If I'm here sui juris and propria persona, I'm of my own right. I'm in my proper person. You've created a bond on this matter. You've attached my social security to this matter. You're trying to charge my trust without my permission, which is illegal. It's fraud, and I'm not going to stand for that. So you must prove jurisdiction before we can move any further. You've already tried to practice law from the bench, which is illegal. You cannot do. You've tried to assign counsel when I've given no power of attorney to anybody.
You may have overlooked an important detail the judge explained earlier. The moment you were placed on deferred prosecution, you agreed that the court had jurisdiction over you. That agreement also meant accepting the condition to follow the recognized laws of the state of Washington. You cannot accept the benefits of that arrangement while simultaneously denying the court's authority. Taking both positions at once directly contradicts itself.
think would be the next steps. I don't know if Mr. Parent, have you been able to provide any assistance to him on a standby basis?
No, Your Honor, he doesn't want any assistance.
Okay.
So I'd ask to withdraw as a
So we could go through the colloquy. We can provide him with the form for rights. I don't know that he's going to choose to participate in that. But that would be the next step and set it for trial. So Ms. McDonald.
I don't have a problem setting it for trial. If he's going to waive counsel altogether, then I think we need to have him sign the waiver of right to counsel.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying I don't know that he's going to participate in that process either.
Right. No, I understand
We have
that.
speedy trial at
It is
August
the burden
9th.
of the state to prove jurisdiction. The prosecuting attorney has not done that. And so what we have here is we need to dismiss this matter with prejudice. And I motion to dismiss this matter with prejudice.
Denied.
Based on the fact that the prosecuting attorney has not proven jurisdiction.
Mr. Schuster, would you like to sit at this table away from council so that we can hear you on the
This isn't
microphone?
counsel.
Well, you could sit at this table if you'd like. There's a pen and a form and a microphone for you if you'd like.
We cannot move until jurisdiction has been proven.
Yeah, there should be a.
You have failed to prove in jurisdiction.
Jurisdiction is something that we prove at trial. It is a factual issue as well.
We cannot move any further until jurisdiction has been proven. And none of you have done that.
Right. So, Mr. Schuster, did the court say that was end of August, or?
It was August 9th, is speedy trial.
So,
And if you plan on having me back here,
I would argue that you are limiting your own ability to work and provide by repeatedly breaking laws you have already acknowledged as valid. Those choices, not the system, are what continue to create obstacles for you. If supporting your family were truly a priority, your actions would reflect that responsibility. Complying with basic legal requirements would significantly reduce these issues. At the very least, obtaining a valid driver's license would prevent many of the problems you keep encountering.
and so if you want me back here, it seems that you have Zoom port available. I'm more than happy to make a special appearance via Zoom, but you're taking away my time and freedom to provide for my family.
does the August term start August 6th, Your Honor?
It does.
So I would request we set it during August term.
All right, so Mr. Schuster, you've been charged with driving while your license was suspended in the 3rd degree and for operating a vehicle without the required ignition interlock device and refusing to comply with law enforcement officer. You are on a deferred prosecution in another court, and the consequences are extreme for you. You are subject to another court, and they could very well
get in trouble. And you have to prove jurisdiction. You haven't done that, and you failed
obviously
to do that.
you believe that courts do have jurisdiction over you.
Obviously, you have to be able to prove it, and you haven't. And you can keep pushing it and doing this, but it's just a waste of time for everybody. I definitely understand that this is not what you think it is. And this is just a waste of time at this point. So whatever you need to do to prove jurisdiction, but I know you can. So if you want to waste more of everybody's time, go ahead. Because obviously, I'm not going to allow you to threaten me anymore, which you've done.
Nobody's threatening you.
Yes, you're telling me if I don't appear.
It didn't succeed the first time, and there's no reason to believe it will succeed now. The same arguments are being repeated, despite already being addressed by the court. That usually leads to the same outcome. In fact, it appears the judge is not finished with the matter yet. This situation is far from over.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And so
I don't think
this matter
anyone
needs
is
to be
told that they're
dismissed
being
with
put into
prejudice.
captivity.
And whether we need to take this to trial or whatever y'all need to do to prove jurisdiction, I mean, go ahead. But obviously you can't prove jurisdiction. So
I'm looking for the more
waste everybody's
detailed
time, please.
counsel
Waste everybody's
waiver.
time. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know that he's done that yet.
No, he hasn't. I have a streamlined version, but I want him the formal,
The detailed one.
the detailed one.
We can also, Your Honor, just set it for trial today with an intervening pretrial, provide him with that document and enter the waiver at the next hearing prior to allowing counsel to withdraw.
All right.
Counsel should have never been appointed because I've never gave my power of attorney to this counsel. And obviously you did that to practice law from the bench, Miss Jennifer, which is illegal. You cannot do that.
Mr. Schuster, you're charged with a crime that has potential jail consequences and fines, and so your rights need to be protected. This is for your benefit.
There is no injured party. There is no sworn complaint of an injured party. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's a waste of everybody's time. And you're taking away my ability to work over and over and over again.
You should become certain of your position quickly or seriously consider accepting the appointed legal counsel to help you do so. As we've already discussed, you are currently on deferred prosecution. That means a finding of guilt on these new charges could carry serious consequences. Your behavior in the courtroom can also be considered during sentencing. In the worst-case scenario, you could face jail time, and those sentences could be ordered to run consecutively.
This is a detailed advisement should you wish to waive your right to have counsel present and you want to act as your own attorney.
I said over and over again that I'm here sui juris and propria persona. You know what that means.
This case is going to be going to trial, so you need to have counsel.
I'm here of my own right in my proper person. You know what that means.
So there's the form.
I've never signed my power of attorney away to anybody, especially this.
You need to be respectful. You are really out of line, Mr. Schuster.
I didn't say anything disrespectful.
You are being very disrespectful.
You were being very disrespectful, actually, because you're violating my rights.
So I'm going to set this on for the August term. I'm going to have you take this form.
Wasting my time.
Mr. Schuster.
When you're taking away my ability to provide and work.
Have a seat there so you can fill out this form.
What's that?
You can have a seat there so you can fill out the form.
You're dismissed. Do you need anything else?
Yes, I do. I need you to take that form. So we're going to have to go through that because this case is going to be going to trial. It's going to be set on the August term. That would be August 6th, and that will be at 9 a.m.
All right, that wraps up today's video. There are a couple of upcoming court dates, and you can be sure I'll be covering them with detailed commentary and analysis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if not, feel free to hit dislike. Don't forget to leave a comment below to share your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the future updates.